Did she work or was she homebody or how was?
My mom worked. She was a maid. You know how when they used to send you home with paperwork, just asking about your family life. Now she cleaned people's houses, but she made me write down, and I didn't know at the time she was a domestic engineer. I had no idea why I used to put maid down all the time. She used to be mad.
Be mad. Don't call me no maid. I ain't nobody's maid.
But she cleaned people's houses and just took care of homes. People that were well to do.
How many you have brothers, sisters?
I have 2 older brothers. They're both deceased, and 1 living older sister. One of my brothers we lost as both of my brothers. It was a result of drug and alcohol usage. One was suicide, one was a car accident, but the root of it was drugs and alcohol, which later on in life I became a victim of myself.
I know when I was listening to some of your interviews and going back, you talked about the fact that you said you were drug dealer that broke the #1 rule. Before we get into breaking the #1 rule, though, let's talk about being a drug dealer. Now, you was back in East Cleveland, and back in those days, East Cleveland was hot. It was hot. Back then, the streets, like over there, it was whole streets that you can go down. That it was the Carter and all this stuff we see in movies. That was East Cleveland for a while.
We purposely would. You go down, and unfortunately, on some streets it's still the same. It's pitch black when you go down some streets off of Hayden. We purposely shot out the street lights because that was our den of sin. It was a drug dealer's paradise. But that's like you said, I broke the cardinal sin. I lived a dual life though. I never got in trouble in school. I was on the honor and merit roll. I was an all-star athlete. But
why was you selling drugs? What was your influence of doing it?
Because I wanted the cars, the girls, the shoes that they had. Again, my mom, she did a great job. Because she wasn't buying us no Jordans. We had shoes, you know what I'm saying? Typical young person, immature mentality.
And again, and back then, literally, you can walk off your porch and become a drug dealer. It was, and to that point, it was so rampant in the communities and so bad. You literally was making the type of money that you were talking about. You literally,
We did good in high school, but I went to high school with some real kingpins that sat next to me in history class, like cats rolling, like big time. They ended up doing the obvious thing that most times they either went to prison or they got killed.
Right.
Pretty much the life of most of the drug dealers, unfortunately, that I knew.
Right.
And they're out now and they own businesses. And
so how long was you dealing before you think you? I
started off in high school, probably in my sophomore year, and it went. Again, I had good grades. I was an All-American in football. I went to the regionals in wrestling. I was an All-American, honorable mention, All-State, All-LEL, all this and all that. I got a football scholarship to Kent State. Played outside linebacker there, but I still was selling drugs.
So you was in college. You was at Kent State, full ride.
Yeah.
Wow. And you quit.
I literally walked off in the middle of 2 days, said I was cool. I had probably $20,000 in this dorm room, and I quit. I paid for school.
So you quit the team and you stayed in school?
I quit the team. I stayed in school.
Okay.
But eventually ended up dropping out of school.
Okay.
Because
pretty much the same reasons.
Yeah, I got curious as to why these people was bringing me their grandma's wedding rings and their car titles and all this other stuff. I was the smart guy. One of the geniuses that said, I'm gonna try this, but I ain't gonna hook on it. Same thing as any addiction. No cigarette smoker or any drug, any alcoholic, they never think they go get addicted. Nobody plans on getting addicted to anything, right? That's never the plan. So now it's 0 degrees outside and you ride past some businesses and them people outside, they don't want to be
out there, right?
But it's a habit.
So let's go back a little bit then. What you remember the time that made you change your mind and say, I'm gonna try this?
Yeah. First, my friends and I, we were partying. Alcoholism, it runs in my family.
Strategic moves with Kenn Dowell.